We are back, episode 3 of The Barn is Burning. We got Noah here as your host. We got Dalton.
What's up?
And we got Bryce.
What's up, people?
And we got Jacob over here, too. So we're going to start with a little recap of how everyone did in the Whiteboard Wednesday this week.
I was pull up my whiteboard. I don't even know what I did.
I was 3 for 5. Bryce was 3 for 5, plus his dog pick of the Vikings winning.
Dog.
And Dalton was a 2 for 5 this week. Dalton and I both had Ole Miss. Got a little bit of a heartbreak there.
Had to try it out.
Always got to go against Alabama. But going back to Bryce's dog pick, those Vikings and Bills, they put up a heck of a show this week. Boys, what'd you think of the game? I thought it was
What
the
a great
game of the year
game
so far.
It was a great game.
It was amazing.
Kirky Cousins at 1 o'clock. Once again, greatest quarterback.
Kirk Coach Chains, baby.
How do you fumble that set?
It's a fair point. How does Dalvin Cook drop the ball in the one before that happened even? I thought the game was over, obviously. I think everyone did, and then the unthinkable happened. And I think that's also a part of the thing where it's like you don't see many quarterbacks under center anymore. And so, like, when you go under center in a pressure situation, the center's a little bit more panicked and the quarterback's a little bit more uncomfortable. But there's still no excuse for an NFL quarterback and a center to not have that exchange down.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
No, there's not.
I think this is a question for BarnBurner founder, AJ Ford's situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff you practice every day. Like, the first thing you do every day is center quarterback exchange. Like, the same thing with the running backs, too. It's every day. It's an everyday thing. I assume it's the same no matter what level you're on. It's the same thing in high school, same thing in college.
You just can't mess it up.
You can't have it right there,
especially in that situation after your defense makes a hell of a stand.
Yeah, your defense does everything they can, and then also, I don't understand, like, Gabe Davis looks like he makes that great catch on the sideline. Not a catch. But it's like, how, in 2 minutes, if the review is supposed to be taken care of from upstairs, how do they not buzz down quick enough to take care of it?
I mean, it's pretty obvious at the replay that the ball came out when he hit the ground.
Yeah, and, like, it's just a joke that there's no replay in that situation. Like, that is their job. That is what they're looking at. The
officials should.
Yeah.
Replay official. New York should call.
Right away.
That should be changed.
Right away.
We need to get Noah Hamill on the iPad.
But here's the thing. It made for great TV.
It made for a hell of a game.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And I mean, was I glad they kind of let it run? Honestly, yes. And was I glad how it ended? Yeah.
Was I glad that not Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson made the greatest catch I've ever seen?
Yeah.
Catch of the year candidate. Right?
I don't know if that's... I mean, catch of the year doesn't give that enough justice.
I mean, just based off of the catch aspect. Yeah. Not situation. No situation, too. What was it? 4th and 18? Yeah.
To go down and try... But they didn't... Sad part is they didn't score that drive. But
yeah, well.
He took a ball with one hand out of the guy with two hands. And
somehow switched hands and it didn't touch the ground.
Yeah, it was incredible. That game was good.
He's okay at football.
Yeah. There's a lot of games this week that came down to the last possession, as it always does in the NFL.
That 11 o'clock slate at the end.
It's always
you get red zone pulled up with 4. Oh,
it's always the best, and like
that's what we wish for. That's what we hope for.
In the game, at least 3 of us really did not want to see on red zone this week was the
oh my god,
the Titans and the Broncos. We didn't want to see.
I think Broncos under might be a lock for the rest of the time.
Dude, how pissed off does that Broncos defense
if they score 18 points every game, they're 8-1 right now.
That's terrible.
You're paying that quarterback $250 million.
Yeah, and
he's
stink. He used to be good.
I've seen him run around enough in my life.
Can we just stop televising the Broncos games?
Broncos need like no cameras in the stadium.
No,
I think they're a really good practice team.
Probably great practice squad.
But yeah, that was always a safe bet to bet the under in that game. But then it led to us relying on the Dolphins, and that was
threw together a parlay downtown, if anyone was wondering.
And we did Dolphins,
trying to go on a heater.
Dolphins money line,
sprinkle it in a little sweetness in there.
Broncos, Titans under, was it 36?
36.5.
36.5. And then the Rams and the Cardinals.
The Rams,
backup quarterbacks. We had the under at 38.5.
Maybe the most devastating bad beat I've ever had in my life.
It hurt honestly. Like, the whole time I was fine with the Cardinals kicking that field goal, obviously, but the whole time, like, John Walford or whatever his name is going to throw a pick. Right?
And the worst part about it is, they're not kicking a field goal. They're going to go to the end zone. I'm thinking this backup quarterback's going to mess up. Cardinals defense stinks.
JJ, I mean, they get a sack.
They take JJ Watt off the field at the end.
Well, I mean, it's because it didn't matter to them. It mattered to us.
It mattered to a lot of poor guys like us out there.
Us and at Tone Diggs, shout out. You know, that's just a heartbreak for the boys.
I mean, when you're a poor college student and you throw one of the last $5 bills you have at a bet, you're really hoping it pays off. So, you can buy some McDonald's sometimes later in the week.
You don't know the next time you're going to get actual cash.
You don't know when there's going to be cash in your pocket. And you're hoping that you can rob Sportsbet Montana, sponsor us, please, blind. But they end up winning.
They got the last laugh this year.
They did.
Per usual.
And going back to the Broncos, Jacob, what'd you find on the Broncos unders this week?
The Broncos have hit the under every game except once.
That's what I'm saying.
And they have Vegas this week.
So yeah, I mean, Vegas lost to the Colts in Jeff Saturday.
Jeff Saturday. We're all happy for him.
We're all happy for Jeff Saturday. And all happy for Jeff Saturday. And I think it's a great win. I think it gives a lot of opportunity. If he keeps doing what he's doing, it's going to give a lot of opportunity to former players in this kind of role. And it's
former players who can lead men.
Like,
who cares if you can coach? Who cares what your high school record was, coach? And who cares if you ever coached before? Can you lead men?
And he can, bro. And I'm a big fan, obviously. It's cool to see something like this happen. I hope it leads to more opportunities in the future for other players that don't have to go through the whole system. I can see how Reggie Wayne might feel a little bit slighted being on the staff right now.
As he should.
But he leads men, so.
I mean, it's just one of those situations where you see a head coach at a press conference, you'll run through a wall for him.
Exactly. And he really is just like the CEO of the team. Like, it's
also, great decision to, start the veteran quarterback that you guys are paying a lot over, an unproven guy.
Yeah, and like he was on Pat McAfee show today, and Pat asked him about that, like, flat out, and he was like, well, I was told on Monday that Matt Ryan was on the injury report, and I talked to Matt the next day, and he said that he's going to give it a go this week in practice. And then he was just slinging it, and he's like, well, that's our starting quarterback then.
And also, I don't know, Jacob, you'd appreciate this as a Falcons fan, but Matt Ryan scampered about 30 yards. 38 yards.
And looked good running those 38 yards.
And I mean,
I thought he was going to score.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not a professional athlete or anything. I think I could run a faster 40 than Matt Ryan right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could have gotten 50.
That's a fair statement to make.
Can we just bring up what's happened to the Raiders this year?
Raiders stink.
Just an absolute colossal.
I saw today that they were going to guarantee Josh McDaniels his job until 2023.
They did.
Ow.
I don't. Well, I mean, the thing is, they got weapons. It's also, every time you get a new coach into a system, it's going to take a second. Like,
well, yeah.
And like,
coaches do deserve more time in their positions than just the 1 year they give them in the NFL.
There should never be a coach that doesn't go for 3 years, in my opinion. You should never be fired before the 3 year mark.
That's an owner issue.
Well, it is an owner issue. It's a whole, like, it's a stereotype issue of an NFL coach. Like, they can't figure it out in a year. It's not fair. It's wrong. But it's not going to change anytime soon. But I hope they give Josh McDaniels another year or two.
No, you don't. You want him calling plays in New England right now.
Well,
You're tired of the Matt Patricia offense.
Well, I am. But we're 5-4 and Paisan Matt Patricia's calling a good offense. So, we're 5-4. Another good team's 5-4.
Great teams are 5-4.
Yeah. 49ers are 5-4.
49ers felt like they lost last night. Just purely off the fact that you have all those guys on the field. And the Chargers defense stinks, and you only put up 22.
That Chargers defense you look on paper, is really good.
Chargers roster is really good on paper.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't account for all those guys hurt.
Yeah. And also, Chargers losing last night. The current playoff picture in the AFC is all 4 AFC East teams in the playoffs, which is insane if it ended today.
Also, I mean, I just want to point out a little bit. Jimmy Garoppolo, great game last night.
Hey, he didn't hurt him.
On that note, that was a great end zone touchdown pass to Jerry Rice.
It was.
I'm glad to see the GOAT still has it.
Yeah, he's still got hands.
He didn't lose the glasses off the back of his head either.
No. He's done it. He's been there, done that.
Yeah.
Softest hands of all time.
Yeah. You gotta love it. It's always good to see former players that keep coming to games.
I said it yesterday. Jerry Rice is at every. I see him at every game. I watch every Niners game. Jerry Rice is always there somewhere.
If the Niners ever somehow get rid of Kyle Shanahan, is Jerry Rice the interim head coach?
Could we even? Would Jerry Rice even want to be a head coach?
That is fair.
As long as it's not Jim Tom Sula.
Okay, man.
He's 1-0.
He was 1-0 at one point in his career.
Okay.
They got that guy. That guy was a bus driver, and they made him head coach.
He won a game.
And he won a game, and I thought, you know what? We still stink.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then moving on from the NFL a little bit, another great game that was fun to watch until the end was the Oregon-Washington game.
Ah.
Poor Oregon, if you're an Oregon fan.
Well, what's sad is not only
what happened.
not only is your playoff hopes crushed, Bo Nix lose out on Heisman because of that.
Yeah, he was the dark horse Heisman vote for a while. He almost turned into a front runner if he would have pulled that one off, honestly. Would have been a good Heisman moment.
Like I said, if they would have won, I was going to go make snow angels in the front yard.
Yeah, that would have been a crazy win. Michael Penix Jr. played a good game. I mean, he didn't make any mistakes, and he took advantage of a wide open receiver against Oregon's defense and scored the game-winning touchdown. And
it's also tough on 4th and 1. Your running back that's been getting 5 yards a carry falls in the backfield.
Yeah.
As RG3 said, big Penix energy right there.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And college football, I mean, we're coming down the last few weeks here. So I think it's time to kind of look at the Heisman hopefuls, Heisman picture. And currently, looking at the odds, we got C.J. Stroud at plus 150, Hendon Hooker at plus 400, Blake Corum and Drake May at plus 500, and then Caleb Williams at plus 1200.
Did I not hear Bijan Robinson's name at all?
Bijan Robinson is not on the list.
It's a little sad.
It's a little sad for sure. Horns up. Shout out, Cuzzo.
Sorry, game.
But looking at this list, I think the one to me that sticks out is Blake Corum. I mean, he's got some big games left in the regular season, and currently is 3rd in the country in rushing yards. He's 2nd in the country in touchdowns. His matchups ahead are against the 21 ranked Illinois team, who allows 183 rushing yards a game, and then at number 2 Ohio State, who allows 207 yards a game. So he's got 2 potential defenses that he could just torch. And if he goes for $150 and 2 touchdowns against Ohio State in that game and beats and wins, that's the Heisman moment right there. I think the Heisman moment will come down to Michigan, Ohio State, and it's going to be either C.J. Stroud or Blake Corum.
You think Hooker's out of the conversation?
I think it's going to be hard when you're not playing for an SEC. If you're not in your conference championship, I think it makes it very hard. I think he's out. But I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting. I think it does come down to those 2. I find it hard to like. Drake May has played very, very well.
Yeah, but they're not going to give it to a guy.
No, they're not even remotely close to like the playoff picture. Like
even though they're 8-1.
Yeah, it's kind of sick and wrong. But I'm just glad. I mean, you can argue Max Duggan could be the real dark horse right now, plus 5,000. Because
I've got no clue who that is.
He's a TCU quarterback.
TCU stinks.
They're undefeated.
They stink.
Listen, the best value pick, I think, would be Caleb Williams. I think that he has a legitimate shot. Plus, I think 1,100 is what I saw this morning.
1,200. Yeah.
1,200 now. I think what he's done with USC was absolutely abysmal last year. Absolutely abysmal. And he's turned this program around.
Yeah, that is a pick to look at for sure. I don't know. I just find it hard. I don't know. They have to beat UCLA, and they're gonna beat Notre Dame. So
everybody beats Notre Dame,
even Marshall.
Yeah, even Marshall.
Yeah, I hope we get a Notre Dame Duke bowl game.
You think? I think
that'd be awesome.
Why am I catching strays right now?
Notre Dame should join the Pac-12.
Notre Dame would be leading the ACC right now. I just like to point that out.
Would they though?
They would be in the conference championship.
They would not be leading.
They would not be leading
because Clemson only has 1 loss.
We have 0 losses in the ACC.
Because you don't play ACC
schedule. Our entire schedule is ACC.
No, it's not. You're independent.
Yeah, but we have to play a certain number of ACC games every year.
Yeah, but you're not playing the. Yeah, you're not playing the real ACC. You're not playing Duke. You're not playing UNC. I mean, Wake Forest in a couple weeks.
I'd argue that UNC is tougher opponent right now than Clemson was for Notre Dame.
I agree. Clemson's frauds.
We want to fast forward to September 24th when Notre Dame beat University of North Carolina.
Yeah, but they lost to Marshall, so, and they lost to Stanford.
Okay.
And they lost to Ohio State.
Okay.
Like
The Notre Dame hatred in here.
Oh, it's
at
always
a high. I can't take it.
they gave up 21 points to UNLV.
Great football program.
But we're gonna get off Notre Dame. Dalton, who's your Heisman pick right now?
I don't know. My heart says Bijan Robinson. I don't know what it is about a Texas running back, but
He's a stud. I mean, he's really good. It's
my
just,
mind says I think they'll give it to CJ Stroud, even though I hate everything that Ohio State.
So what if
stands for.
CJ Stroud loses to Michigan? You think they still give it to CJ Stroud?
No.
You think it's Hendon Hooker then?
Give it to Stetson Bennett,
He's
No.
plus 4. He's plus 1400.
leading the best team in the country, and it's not even close.
He does. I mean, he
even though
honestly
his
kinda deserves
stats
it.
stink.
He's on the best team. He's not the. Is he the best player on that team? I
No.
don't think so. But
Not a chance.
he's gonna be a great backup quarterback one day in the NFL.
he'll be a great XFL type guy.
Exactly. You know, and
Baker Mayfield, Stetson Bennett, XFL matchup, late spring.
Okay, let's not
I
let's
can't
not
wait.
compare
I can't-
let's not compare the statistical career of Baker Mayfield and Stetson Bennett.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes combined for over 1,000 yards.
Just playing football.
Just playing football. You know, I think Baker was the better quarterback then.
I agree.
Not anymore.
You sure?
I think so. I don't know.
I think that's safe to say.
I think the Panthers are hiring him for next year, because they know how good he is.
Yeah, he's
Oh, but moving on to another college football game this week. Grizz by a fucking million.
it's that time of the year, the whole week, the anticipation, the Brawl, the Wild. We got game day in Bozeman, which is kind of sad because that place smells like garbage and diarrhea and is full of Californians. But it's okay. We got game day. Big Sky's got it.
Tom Brady, Tommy touchdown, doesn't matter. Grizz by 7.
I think that there's no chance that the under hits in that game.
No, I don't either.
I think no matter what happens, it's going to be a blowout for whoever wins.
Yeah, I
Wildcats have
agree.
When was the-
most abysmal defense.
That's true, but our offense always isn't the greatest. But we got Nick Osmo in the.
But we've scored 120 points in the last 2 weeks, so we're trending the right direction. You got to take advantage of your softballs when you get them.
That's true.
And so, I mean, if that's what it takes to get your offense back on schedule, it might be what happened. I don't know.
I just want to say it
The
again.
boys look like they're clicking.
Give Nick Osmo the ball, let him run north and south. Osmo goes straight.
Osmo go straight.
With a lot of speed this weekend.
Dude.
Didn't know he had it.
Speed.
Didn't know he had it in him.
Outrunning the whole defense.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I quite remembered it or the great performance he had.
Shout out, Kevin.
Shout out Kev for passing around Fireball before the game. But
I'm excited. I
feel like it's always a mix of excitement and a little bit of worry because the next year is going to be.
It depends on Saturday.
Yeah,
And it's always the best week. It's always the best week, but it's also the worst week because you like personally, it's like you either hear all the time from your Montana State friends.
Yeah.
But then it's like at this point, I don't even talk to them anymore. I don't talk to them during the week. I'm like, I don't
no,
want to
you don't want to give little brother the time of day.
No.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still little brother.
It's still a little brother. I mean, I'm glad the Grizz are plus money right now. That's always fun.
Go throw a tuition bet. People on the Grizz money line right now.
We do. There is a gambling hotline. If that is what you're doing right now, you might want to look at it.
Take out another mortgage. Go bet it on the Grizz. Buy $1 million. Well, okay.
No.
Fine, I'll say it.
No,
Dalton's guarantee it. Okay, fine.
you don't get a guarantee anymore.
I don't?
No, after last week's debacle of Kelly Olynyk on a plus 1,000 first basket bet.
I did the math. I did the
week.
math. I punched in the equations. I wrote a program.
It didn't work out.
What can I say? Sometimes hard work fails.
It really does.
Kelly Olynyk got like third basket. I wasn't far off.
You weren't far off, but we need locks if you're going to guarantee something.
We
And
can start right now.
we'll bring it to the end of the show.
Hey.
We'll start that.
You have to start somewhere, right?
You got to
It's
start
true.
somewhere.
It's
with
true.
your
You gotta
life.
shoot your shot. You know.
I mean, people forget I was almost on the heater. Jacob and I put together. We were about to go back to back.
That is true. That is true.
Guaranteeing.
I don't know if we
And
need to-
University of Montana.
I don't know if I want to be in the same sentence as Charles Barkley when it comes to predicting.
I do. I don't know if I do either, but no, I'm excited obviously for Saturday. Glad I'm not going to be there, honestly. But shout out to the boys. I think they're going to play hard. They're going to win. I hope, and
I think
that trophy just is going to stay here.
Why even bring it to Bozeman? Like I said earlier, we might as well just leave the trophy here, take away all that man labor.
Yeah, it's that thing.
I mean, the only reason we're bringing it is so our boys can tote it around in their field after.
Yeah,
Correct.
that is always a beautiful sight.
It is. It's a great one.
You love winning it at home, but it's just got to be so much of a better feeling winning it there and just seeing everybody leaving as you're walking around that trophy.
Oh yeah,
I hope they play Monty as their
Moni.
Money is them and their stupid.
I just hope they don't do anything stupid enough to not want game day to come back to Montana.
Yeah, I
It's
just hope that they don't
It's
talk
well
about Grizz fans eating fecal matter enough to where game day never comes back.
Yeah. You know
that they're going to do that, though.
Well, I know they're going to. I just hope they don't do it like the whole time where it's like this is such of a problem where you can't they can't discuss anything because we have these stupid fans out here just chanting this the whole time.
Yeah,
I can make a remark that in the last 6 years, MSU fans have been some of the worst college football fans.
That's our whole life.
it's
Bryce.
like
They are.
it's like back in the day when I started getting better at games that my brother and I started talking loud, but like he could still beat me up.
But
You get loud when you taste victory for the first time in a while.
yeah, and I think if you think about it, I think if you're looking at the hype of this week, like a lot of the pressure's got to be on them. Like you have game day coming, you have your
lot of pressure.
biggest game. If you win, you're guaranteed to share the comp. Like really, we're playing spoiler right now, which I like, and I think that's where our team really excels in this situation.
Rivalry
too.
games and kind of a trap game don't go well for.
No, and
I mean,
especially
look
we
at
got all
this
the hype.
It's the same situation as last year. They had the conference on the line as well last year. We kind of had to come in and play spoiler.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like one of those things you're excited, but you just are anxious all week.
Oh, you wake up Sunday and you're like, it's good. It's kind of like waking up on Super Bowl, but there's a lot more on the line.
Yeah, like this is like
there's snacks, there's beer, there might be sadness,
and this defines like a whole year of like what you can say to people.
You can't say anything sometimes.
No,
after the 4-year stint, I couldn't even.
No, you couldn't.
No matter how many times I say 73-41 or 72-41 before, it doesn't get through their heads.
No, it doesn't, and they always forget. Like then we go on like a 16-year win streak or something like that,
and then they're like, "Oh, don't talk about the past." I'm like, that wasn't far. That was long ago.
No,
I truly believe with game day being there, it's just going to be a lot for them. And I thought about that last year with us, and I was kind of glad by the end of it that I was upset that we didn't get game day, but I was glad because that would have been a huge distraction.
It adds a whole nother layer to it. Like I'm really glad it's happening, but like it does. It's a whole other factor they gotta think of just because of how big of a deal. Like getting game day is a big deal.
Big deal.
Like
especially for a Big Sky, they've been trying forever.
Like
our commissioner cares more about getting game day than he does about having good refs on the field.
I think like there's game day goes to like 18 places. I think about a year, and if you're one of those 18, it's like okay, like you gotta represent. You got like that's a big ask. Out of a bunch of 18 to 25-year-olds now or whatever they are.
I don't think I'd act right sitting behind the camera. I'd make probably some horrific sign.
Oh no!
I'd say some out of pocket things.
No, if I was gonna be there, I'd be there as early as possible with the worst sign towards.
Like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, we don't like Bozeman fans, and so we're gonna say, but like, I'd be acting a fool if this was last year.
Oh no! If the roles were reversed, there's gonna be good signs there.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I can't even say like I don't like them, obviously, but like there's gonna be some good signs.
There's gonna be some good goofs.
I can't deny it, and it's gonna be hurtful to us. But
who do you want as guest picker? Because I know I think Bryce said it earlier. I've been saying I want Coach Bob Green. I think it would be too electric.
who do I want or who's realistic? It's two different
Realistic
things.
is some Yellowstone propaganda Kevin Costner type thing, which is
100%.
terrible. If that happens, Montanans are going to riot, and I don't think Bozeman fans will be happy either.
Honestly, as long as it's somebody from Montana, I don't care who. Like, it could be a former one of their players. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, as long as they are from the state of Montana, I do not care.
What are the odds for it to be Troy Anderson?
I don't.
He's got a
zero.
game.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, thankfully.
Well,
they're gone. Troy Anderson.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. Like I said, I just hope it's anybody from Montana. It's a big.
I think Brett Musburger is probably the best.
Brett Musburger would be sweet.
Yeah, I think
that'd be
probably
sweet.
the best option.
I mean, he's close too. He's only down there. I think he still lives in Vegas right now.
Yeah,
and I think that'd be a great pick. I think it really it's a good Montana guy to have. He's in the Montana Hall of Fame for sports.
Knows the rivalry.
He knows how big of a deal this is to the state.
Yeah,
and I think it's gonna be great.
At the end of the day, we have to be happy that it's the Brawl of the Wild, and it's not what you got over there.
Jacob's got Ryan Leaf up here, but
Ryan Leaf.
Well,
could you imagine we got clipped by an?
I'd be proud.
Compliment.
I'd be proud.
Yeah.
I hope we get clipped.
Yeah.
Please do.
But we're not gonna. I hope what we get clipped as is what I said started with Grizz by $5 million. I hope that's the clip that we can just play for the next year.
Yeah.
Like us just talking about how good we are.
Grizz by $1 million. Hand the ball to AJ Forbes and make him fall, or hand the ball to Nick Osmo, make him follow AJ Forbes' ass up the field.
Yes.
I mean, handing the ball to AJ Forbes
might be.
We should get an AJ Forbes package.
The jumbo package, and it is all in his ass.
The dumper package. Smoking that cat pack.
It'd be great. I'm excited.
Cigars will be ready.
They will be ready.
He's gonna throw something on the smoker. Might as well make a day of it.
Make a day of it. Because it's gonna be an early morning.
I mean, hey, maybe if that parlay would have hit, I would have had gas money to get to Bozeman. But
shout out Sportsbet Montana.
Shout out Sportsbet Montana. Please sponsor us.
I go back and forth if I wanted to be there or not. Because when I was there, it's like when I was on the team and I was there for the freshman year one. Like obviously it's a whole different experience, but it's like on this sideline you're getting spit on the whole game. I'm like,
I was wondering if we were gonna bring up the getting spit on part about that.
I get it's a big rivalry game. I get it. Like that's fine, but you can't. Fans that take it like that personal with the athletes that's the problem. That's the problem, and it's on both sides.
I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna say.
I'm gonna. No matter what, I'm gonna say things when I'm sitting on a couch watching a game.
But saying things is different than taking action.
Don't take it out on the poor athletes.
Yeah, the game's gonna go how it's gonna go. Just like let it go.
It might be worth a Twitter follow for Dalton, regardless of how the outcome is by the end of the game, because I know there's going to be.
There could be some bad things coming off my fingertips.
Who
knows?
There might be some deleted tweets come Sunday morning.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Dalton's gonna be throwing out some PS5 and Xbox codes. For the
big cat apology.
So, but any other comments about this game, or what do you guys think?
I was thinking, like, when was the last time that this game came down to the? Oh, never mind. It was a miracle. I was just thinking, like, it feels like it never comes down to the wire.
No, that year where
something happened
on the 1 yard line. That is the last year that was that close.
Holding backwards right now.
Thank you, State, for deciding that was a documentary.
I mean, if it was the other way, it kind of is.
I mean,
like if you thought about it from our perspective for that.
No matter what we say, it can be flipped to the other perspective,
100%.
And we would think about it the same exact way.
Exactly. I wish
that's how you know it's a good rivalry.
Exactly, and I wish there was a documentary of the 16 years in a row or whatever it was. Like that'd be great.
We might as well let's go make a fan one, the Sweet 16.
Yeah, some
domination in Montana.
Exactly. So, it could come down the wire. It hasn't happened in a few years. It could, but I think it's gonna be.
Let's hope it doesn't come down to a field goal, because.
So, moving on from that, we are gonna go to everybody's favorite part of the show.
Little Purious Pick action?
Little Purious Pick.
Here comes Jacob with the Purious Pick.
So I would love to address earlier when Bryce said that he takes enough Notre Dame slander. He's going to get a little bit more today. Just so you know, buddy. So like we said before, Notre Dame plays some ACC schools. One of those is a very good one in Boston College, and the plus 20.5 for Boston College, minus 105.
Let me fade that. I'm gonna fade that right now.
Come on, there's no way that you're gonna say that Notre Dame's gonna win 5 straight games this season.
I'll take it.
It's not gonna
Take it.
And
put it on the record.
They're coming off an emotional win.
Put it on the record.
Coming off an emotional win at NC State. I don't think it's even close. Go right now. Bet the tuition on plus 20.5 for Notre Dame.
That's a lot of points.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of points.
I'll take Notre Dame minus 21.5. I'll actually throw it up on the board this week.
Bryce wouldn't even take the actual spread for the Notre Dame game last week and still lost. He took an alternate spread at 10.5 against Navy. So I don't know how he's going to chicken out of this one. But
oh, Bryce, that tough team down there in Navy.
Hey, don't you be disrespecting our servicemen and women.
All I know is
thank you, servicemen and women. Sorry, Dalton disrespected you.
I was asking a question. Is that a tough team down there? That's all I was saying. I'm just trying to keep the shots off the Ducks right now.
No.
It is hunting season, Dalton. That's what to do.
Dubs down.
Dubs down, baby. All right. Thank you. Moving on to the Thursday night game.
Oh yeah, did I make a bet? I hope I did.
We got the Packers and the Titans.
I'll start it off.
You'll start it off?
Titans money line.
Really?
Packers stink. I don't care that Christian Watson had a one breakout game. That won't happen.
I agree.
Aaron Rodgers hates his teammates.
It's true. Bryce?
I got Titans plus 2.5. And then a prop bet I threw in there is Derrick Henry anytime touchdown. I think this is a game that Derrick Henry just goes insane on some random Thursday night game where he gets 200 yards, something like that.
Say it with your chest.
He's going to get 200 yards rushing. There we go.
I also threw together, where's that? Titans to win and under 41.5.
Ooh, I like that one too. I'm on the opposite side. I took the Packers minus 3.
What, do you think they're back?
No, but I think they're better than the Titans.
Well, I think that the Titans, there's a tweet I saw, and it was, Vrabel could have 10 guys on the field. He's still going to put it together, and they're going to play close.
They are going to play it close, and that's fair.
Without throwing to a wide receiver. Give it to Derrick Henry, let him roll.
That's true. My other prop bet is first drive is going to be a field goal this week.
Oh, really? Going off the touchdown?
At plus 470.
I don't know.
I had punt last week.
You had punt last week?
Yeah, and I was right.
Oh.
So
punt's usually a good one.
Falcons and the Panthers. Oh. Yeah, I had the Falcons minus 3, and then the first drive punt which hit in that one. I don't know. It's just I don't know what to think of what the Packers did on Sunday.
Well, I'll take that back to think. I also think the Cowboys stink as well. So
thank you.
I don't take much.
They're the third best team in their division right now, right? According to standings.
The best?
Third best.
In the division?
In the division, because it's the Eagles,
Giants.
Oh yeah.
Cowboys.
I forget about that.
Then there's another team in there that doesn't matter at all.
Danny Dimes.
I don't know. They kind of do.
The Commanders?
Yeah. They got 4 wins. I'm not saying the Niners got to watch out for them, but I want them to lose. Niners are going to win their division at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think they will. That Rams team,
They stink.
they stink.
The Cardinals stink too, but I still think
Someone had to win. Is the Cardinals' offense better with Colt McCoy?
yes.
It's a fair question.
I was looking at some yesterday, and it was like, who are the franchise quarterbacks in the NFL? And someone said Kyler Murray, and I didn't agree with it.
I don't agree that Kyler Murray's great. I had no choice.
I think Kyler Murray's good. I don't think that you're ever going to win, maybe ever win a playoff game with Kyler Murray.
I don't think so either, honestly. I don't know. I mean,
can the Vikings win a Super Bowl?
No.
You don't think so?
I stand by the fact
Well,
that it's past the time of 2 o'clock.
I'm back.
All I'm saying is
I'm back and forth on this because they just beat the team that was supposed to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but their quarterback did have a bum arm.
And it's not going to get any better unless they just keep him out for a game.
Yeah. Who the Bills got next week, Jacob?
Yeah, I don't know. The Patriots about to go through the ringer. They got
Browns. Oh, play your backup there. Browns. Yeah, play your backup. Give Josh Allen a week.
Case Keenum's just fine.
I love Case Keenum.
Case Keenum's just fine.
Case Keenum knows
You could almost sit Josh Allen 2 games. Actually, I don't know. Lions.
they're back to back
Lions.
wins for
Go
MCDC
Lions.
and the boys. You know, I don't know. Who the 49ers got next week?
We were playing in
Cardinals.
Mexico. We got the Cardinals.
Mexico City.
George Kittle put up a post
Is
with
it
the
on a
Italian
Monday?
flag.
Or is it on Saturday? Monday?
You put up a post with the Italian
Yeah,
flag.
he put up an Instagram thing, said "See you next week," and then instead of the
Mexican flag.
it was the Italian flag.
It's a common.
I love George Kittle.
I guess.
How could you not?
How could you not love George
He
Kittle?
was close. His colors are the same.
Colors are the same, you know. I bet they didn't find that disrespectful at all.
No, probably
Yeah.
not at all. Also, speaking of games in other countries, Germany's electric.
Germany's electric.
We should go back to Germany every year.
They're
Get
trying-
rid of the London game.
They're trying to do 4 games in Germany. I think they said
Get rid of the London game. Get rid of the Mexico game. Just go to Germany.
there was like a 1 million person wait list to get tickets.
Yeah,
That's
they're awesome. They were singing John Denver.
Yeah, it was great.
It was amazing.
It was great. No,
Oh,
the Germany atmosphere was awesome. I think that does need to keep happening. I still am against any like actual division being in Europe.
I just think that's bad for not bad for the NFL. I think it's tough for the rest of the league to have
It's
that
not
many
when
consistent
the
games.
majority of your teams are in like a 4 out is it how like 4 time zones?
Yeah.
Then 4 time zones, I think it's hard to be like 8-hour difference or whatever it is.
All I know is if you give Russell Wilson that much time on the plane all the time, he might be back
Broncos country. Let's ride.
doing some lunges down the aisles, maybe some burpees. Who knows?
Maybe that's why Gino lost.
Could be.
You know,
Maybe Gino doesn't have that same dog.
Germany loves Geno Smith. Singing
I think
country
we
raps.
all love Geno Smith a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you not like Geno? Why? What'd Geno do to you?
You know, it just sounds weird. And that's honestly my only reason.
That is your
Well,
Geno?
sorry he doesn't got the plain old Jacob name.
It's really weird.
overrated. Overrated.
I like other Genos. Like, I'll shout out to Geno. Love that name. But
Oh,
Geno-
so
Geno Smith?
So it's just a personal.
Also,
Yeah.
receding hairline. I don't know. It's all personal.
that's crazy. You don't have any soft spot for the guy just fighting his way back.
I just can't stand anybody who thinks that the colorways have given back the lime green gold rush in Seattle.
That's true. The color,
Rush. Anyone who says that that's their favorite uniform.
yeah, that's
You're shattering a bunch of fifth grade boys.
there's some
Right
middle
now.
schoolers somewhere that they got their highlighted lime green shoes, sweatshirt.
he's not wrong.
Do
though.
middle schoolers still do that,
Oh,
or is that just like our generation?
I assume it's continuing, but
I think middle schoolers now might have more drip than we did.
well, that could be true. It depends. I feel like it depends on the parents.
It's true. They gotta wear Nike Elite
Dude,
socks.
they
That's a
still
staple.
sell them. They still sell them.
How could they not?
See them at Shields all the time.
I had so many pairs of those.
I had every pair of those I could ever find.
Yeah.
that were different.
I had some lime green ones. I won't lie.
I did too. I mean, I think we all had some lime green
Oh yeah,
in our lives here and there.
for sure.
100%.
For
So
sure.
It's great color when you're young.
it was, and like it was really cool. And like Baylor was doing those like bright,
Those were
bright
now,
neon
Yeah.
jerseys.
do you like those? Really? Because
Looking back
those were awesome.
Looking back on it, don't like them. But when I was that age, loved it. I got those.
I'd say closeted Baylor fan when I was in
Yeah,
school,
I got
so
those neon green Adidas socks that were that color.
They were good. They were pretty cool. Those are
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Shout out.
Is
Ron Prince. Grab the rebound. They grab
you
one
go
of
up there,
those.
the ball comes off the rim,
You grab it.
you grab
And
it.
that's a rebound.
And they got more of those than we did.
And that is how you Harvard or BYU.
I don't remember.
I think
Yale.
it's
That's how
Harvard.
Yale out
Yeah, that's one
rebounded.
of the.
I
yeah.
had Harvard and BYU, and I just had to mix it. You get Yale.
It's close enough.
Same
know.
thing.
I know, dude. Yeah, that was a wild time of our lives of how much neon we used to wear.
It was crazy. You had like little paracord necklaces, and
Yep.
I mean, I didn't play baseball at all.
But
I still thought they were
whatever
cool.
those bands were.
Oh
the
yeah,
balance bands.
the balance bands.
'cause
Those were big too.
Those, I don't get. Why are they not sponsoring like NFL teams with how well they worked? I mean,
Yeah, those. No, they were real. They
were real.
definitely worked. Yeah,
They're also exercise science too, Jake. They don't do anything.
it's a placebo effect.
Yes.
They would say.
My dad's gonna be tweeting at the show once Darius's part to make fun of me because I was one of those kids that had.
Oh, we all had to have been one of those.
And those necklaces had the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Copper.
Yeah.
No.
I'll never forget my sister and brother dropped me off at a Carroll basketball camp. And my brother just looked at me as we were walking down. And he goes, "Every one of you kids looks exactly the same." And you look down the line, and it's just like Nike Elite backpack, Nike Elite socks with some slippers on.
Yep.
You just gotta be cool.
I think we should all try to find a picture.
Should we bring it back?
Well, I'm not saying that. I think we should all try to find a picture of us back in the day with that on, and that should be the graphic for the show this week.
It should. We gotta have some somewhere.
Oh, somewhere. But no.
My buzz cut was horrendous.
Oh, did you guys have the buzz cut too?
I'd rather not have that.
I feel like my mom made a bad decision buzzing my hair. It didn't look good.
So my first ever 5th grade basketball game. My dad was the coach, and so he refused to let the shaggy dog go out there and play. So I had to go get a haircut. Speak
into this mic, damn it.
What are you talking about? So my dad was like, "You need to go get your haircut." So I called my mom, go over to her, and she was like, "Okay, great, all things good." She gives me a haircut, but she misses nice strip down the middle. She's like, "Let me just touch it up." Like I went and showered already, and then I come back, and she's like, "Just let me touch it up." And my mother, the nice, sweet lady she is, but very ignorant, decides to take
mom on podcast.
decides to take a no guard razor and just zip right down the middle.
Just throw it down. Get rid of it.
Inverted mohawk, if you will. So then we had to.
Can we get that picture? Is that
I will
out there?
find it. I will 100% find it.
The inverted mohawk.
So then we had to balance everything out. So you could see the veins popping out of my head as I was dropping 60 against White Sulphur Springs.
6. Take off the 0.
It was like 246 actually.
Fair enough.
Triple single.
But yeah, I created a new look on that team. We went undefeated.
I had the pink stripe in my hair right here. It wasn't like here. It wasn't here. It was like around the back of my head.
And it felt like every team had a kid with like the steps in the side of his hair.
Oh yeah. I want to know how many middle schoolers right now you look. They got notch in their eyebrows, steps down, thing to perm.
Oh,
I bet all of them look like that.
100%. Shout out Jackson Wilhelm.
Shout out Jackson Wilhelm.
Cat. I know he's listening. He usually listens on Thursday. I got a picture.
Oh gosh. Well,
great guy, terrible fantasy football manager.
Terrible.
No, roads were too bad. He missed out on the game.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't know. We can ask him.
Shout out House Cat.
Shout out House Cat. Come down and watch this.
No, we got anything else?
Yeah, we got a random bet for the day.
Oh yeah, what did I?
Random bet for the day.
Please tell me.
I looked at some first baskets and I thought you guys would probably get mad.
Well, I'm not mad unless you just.
Oh yeah, what do you mean? I went with a lock.
Okay, let's hear it.
Over 48.5 in the Brawl of the Wild.
Oh yeah, that's a lock. That's a lock for sure. Bryce?
My random bet. I'm 2-0 with my basketball picks on Monday. Steph Curry.
Stephen Kitty.
To score 29 plus points tonight. Minus 196. That's just off the scoreboard. Grab it quick. Steph Curry.
It's fair. It's fair. I got Avalanche Blues over 6 goals in the game tonight.
I will take Avalanche Blues under 6 goals in the game tonight.
I will also take that. I don't know anything about hockey, but I will double down with Dalton on that.
Thanks, boys. As my title says, I am just the manager.
And our NHL guy.
I'm just here to keep things rolling.
Yeah.
You know?
Someone's got to.
I'll
sit here and say random shit.
Yeah, fair. And it's just like, shout out Cody Knaus and Braxton Hill for the drip for this week. Probably going to wear it all week, being honest.
Might as well not take it off.
With washes in between. Can't be gross here.
That's disgusting.
We got to be clean and healthy around here.
And we got to beat the neighbors.
We got to beat the neighbors, boys.
Got to beat the neighbors.
Hey,
no blue this week.
No blue this week. Let's have a week, boys. Let's have a week. Record on Monday here. You know, let's have a week.
We are doing a podcast next Monday for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We'll keep it rolling. It's going to be a little bit different, but we'll keep it rolling.
Are you zooming in?
We're going to zoom it in and keep it rolling, but that's all. Anything else today, boys?
I think next Monday, just throwing this out as an idea, we'll have an FCS preview. I think we should go through the FCS playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should.
That was already in my head.
Okay. I mean, I assume so. Just thought of that. That's off my head.
Well,
I don't got a lot. I want the semester to end. That's all I gotta say.
I think we all do.
If there's any audio issues, it's because someone failed a test this morning. They're not happy about it.
Hey, only 4 weeks to go after this week.
Hey, let's go.
Let's
Semester's
go, boys.
We're closing it.
Hey, we got a few days off next week and everything. I mean, let's have a week, boys. Let's get through it.
Hey, we're almost there.
Hey, go Grizz and fuck the Cats. See you next week.
Hey!